Good afternoon and happy Friday. Pardon my appearance. This may look like a mess, but what's under it is even more of a mess, so I figure I'll go with the less of a mess. Alright, so I'm here today to talk to you about why you might not be losing those extra few pounds that you're trying to lose before summer. So, you're doing your hour workout, you're eating healthy. I'll explain why I put that in quotes later. You're watching what you eat, and the number on the scale is just not going down. So for one, the scale does not mean everything. But two, maybe you're still not happy with the appearance in general. We've all heard of keto diet, Atkins, Mediterranean, paleo, vegan, going gluten-free, cut the sugar, cut the dairy, no starches, don't eat after 6, 7, 8, whatever the time may be. If you want to take those approaches, you can, and they may work for you. But you do not have to do any of those crazy fad things. Gluten-free, by the way, is only beneficial or necessary if you have an allergy or an intolerance to gluten. If you don't have either of those things with gluten, you should not be cutting gluten out of your diet. That's a story for another day. You do not have to restrict yourself and starve and hate eating. I know we all want the quick, easy solution, but if that's the solution that you're looking for, then your results are going to go just as quickly as they came. I know you're all waiting for the title of this video to come up, the #1 secret to losing weight. Now, I can pretty much guarantee you're not going to like what I have to say, but here goes. The real solution to losing weight is simple science. You must be in a caloric deficit. A caloric deficit means you're intaking less calories than your body burns in a day. It's a math equation. You don't need to watch what you eat, you need to track what you eat. If you don't truly know how much you're consuming, the reality may surprise you when you actually use a food logging app. I love MyFitnessPal. I've used it for 6 years almost now, on and off, not continuously for those 6 years, but during the times that I'm trying to lean out a little bit more, I track my food. I don't trust myself because I love to eat so much. So I know that without seeing those numbers going down, I'll just eat whatever I want all day. I don't have that much self-control, even 6 years later. I'm an eater, a snacker, a foodie. I love food. So, and I love eating. Eating is not just necessity to me, it's a hobby. So I get it. It's hard to be in a deficit, but that's why you choose a time frame that's reasonable to lose the weight you want to lose, and slow and steady wins the race. If you make drastic cuts or you're trying to lose 5 pounds every week, you're gonna cave. I can pretty much guarantee it. And if you don't, that's great, but 5 pounds a week is still too much to lose at a time. So slow and steady. I know it stinks, but it will be easier to do over a longer period of time if you're doing a little bit at a time, because then you can still enjoy yourself while trying to lose that weight, and you don't have to starve yourself, restrict yourself. You'll be a lot happier and less hangry. If you want the results, you gotta put in the work. There's no magic exercise, no magic pill, no special drink, no crazy surgery. The answer to losing weight in a healthy way is a reasonable caloric deficit over time. You cannot out-train a bad diet. Trust me. People think I'm lucky with genetics, or I get away with it because of my age when they see the stuff that I eat and when I post my food adventures. But let me tell you a little story. One, I'm not genetically blessed, so let me preface with that. And my age has nothing to do with it in reality. So if you're one of those people that says that, knock it off. All right, so from October 2017 to June 2018, I was obedient in tracking my food. I went through the holidays pretty well. I still splurged when we went to family gatherings, but it wasn't over the top every single day when holidays were lasting for like 3 weeks. So over that time, October to June, I lost 10 pounds. That was pretty close to my goal. I was happy with it, the leanest I've ever been. So I went on vacation the beginning of June, and I splurged, obviously, did not track a single calorie. And when I came back, I was pretty good again. I remember I couldn't wait to eat like broccoli and turkey burgers because I just felt so disgusting from all the stuff that I ate. So, went on vacation, splurged through the summer, here and there. Never really went back to being obedient with tracking, even at least to stay the same weight. So, ate whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, as much, whatever, didn't care. Lost 10 pounds, October through June. Went on vacation, relaxed with my diet. Still was working out 6 to 7 days every single week. Guess what? I gained those 10 pounds right back. So, I'm currently pretty close to the weight that I started at October 2017, because once I lost those 10 pounds, I didn't keep up with it. I didn't maintain that. I just enjoyed myself and let it get away because I was tired of tracking my food. So now currently I weigh almost what I did when I first started leaning out in October of 2017. So it just goes to show I put in the work every single day in the gym. But it doesn't matter. If I want to be lean, I have to be in a deficit. I have to know that I'm in a deficit. I love food. I love eating, so I get it. But if your goal is to lose X amount of pounds or whatever, you don't have a number, you're just going by looks, fine. But you need to track. You need to know 100% that you are in a caloric deficit. The other thing is it's not only about what you eat, it's how much you eat. So a lot of people will say, well, I make healthy choices all the time. I'm always eating vegetables. I'm always eating fruit. If your body burns 1,700 calories in a day, I'm pulling these numbers out of my rear, okay? Your body burns 1,700 calories in a day, and you continue to eat 3,000 calories of zucchini, essentially you'll still gain weight. That's a lot of zucchini, but you get the idea. If you use nuts as a snack, measure them, because nuts are very caloric dense, meaning you have a small amount for a lot of calories. So if you're just eating by the handful, you're in trouble. So measure them out, put them in little baggies, and only take one little baggie with you if it's something you take to work or whatever the case may be. Popcorn is one of my favorite snacks. Like I said, I'm a snacker, so popcorn is a pretty high volume snack. 4 cups of popcorn is 120 calories, and that's with a little bit of olive oil and sea salt. I buy Boom Chicka Pop. I think it's amazing and the best out there. If you're a nut snacker, try and swap it with popcorn. There are better choices and not as great choices, but you can achieve your goals with balance. That's how I go about it. I'm not a competitor, so I just lean out how I want to. Follow the 80-20 rule. If you are making healthier choices 80% of the time, then cookies, ice cream, pizza 20% of the time isn't so bad. It won't set you back to square one if you enjoy yourself 20% of the time. Learn your body, listen to it, everything in moderation. That's my motto. Treat yourself, you deserve it. If you're working hard 80% of the time, give yourself a little treat so that 80% of your time doesn't feel like a lifetime. But never lose sight of your goals. All right, so I hope that helped you. I know a caloric deficit is not the magic words everybody wants to hear, but it's the truth, it's facts, it works. And everybody can do it. If you want further advice, just reach out. Follow me on Instagram, shoot me a message, comment below. I'm happy to chat. I'm here to help. Help me, help you. All right, thanks for watching and have a great Friday. I'll see you next week.